But Scott, both these quarterbacks are going to be able to complete passes if the Eagles don't get any pressure.
Cam Newton was 8 out of 9. Now Jones on here in the second quarter, running for his life. Probably a hold with a flag in the backfield. And he makes the completion for first down yardage. It's Michelle making the catch. Or did he hang on? He did. We got to see about the flag back behind the line.
Holding. Offense, number 74. It's a 10-yard penalty. Replay, first down.
All right, so Spuds was just talking about him. Milton Williams, 290 pounds. Offensive tackles are not used to look at. I like the hand extension, then the rip. It's a hold. Don't put your hands up, Corey Cunningham, 74. As soon as you put your hands up, they know you're holding, dude. Don't do that. But he's grabbing him right there. Williams looks. Just so you know, Scott, I never put my hands up to say it's not me unless I was holding. That's like a dead giveaway. You never do that.
You were pretty smart, weren't you?
No, I did it a couple times because it's like an instinct, but you're giving away that you're holding.
Set up a beautiful screen, and it's blown up. Michelle looked like he had a lot of room to run, but Alex Singleton got him around the ankles and stopped him out of the 22 after 7 yards.
Alex Singleton, preseason linebacker of the year. Watch this guy, okay? He's going to split a double team here. Scott, watch him drop back. 2 O-linemen come out. What you got? Nope. I'm going right in between you. Now, that's horrific by those two dudes, but look, Singleton splits them and makes the play on a guy like Sony Michel. Preseason linebacker of the year. He gets my vote.
Well, certainly has been active here in this one on second down. Jones and Michel. He's had a lot of touches, breaks a tackle. He's going to have a first down and more. Out across the 40 to the 41-yard line. 19 yards on the catch and run for Sony Michel.
Okay, let's pretend that play didn't happen. That might hurt Singleton's candidacy a little bit for the award I just made us. He is tired, man. Look at him.
Yep.
When you tap your helmet, that means you're tired. Most people know that, right? That's what the helmet tap means?
And sometimes they're trying to find out just how much you've got in a preseason game in terms of gas in the tank and what you're able to do when you actually are tired. A couple of yards on first down.
I've never seen an offensive lineman do that before. I don't think you're allowed to do that.
As an offensive lineman?
It would actually be hilarious if an offensive lineman tapped. He's like, please, somebody get me.
And finally, Sean Bradley comes on to replace him. Midway here in the second quarter, all Patriots so far tonight. And Mac Jones close to first down yardage. Krzyzewski makes the catch. They're going to spot that ball right along the line to gain.
Well, of course you're tired, like Alex Singleton is right there, if you're making every tackle all over the field. Eagles need some of these other guys to step up and make some plays. And really, it sounds like a broken record, Scott, but somehow they got to get pressure. I mean, Mac Jones is too accurate. We're going to get these zone coverages.
The Patriots have continued to commit to the run here in this game. They've had the opportunity to move the sticks doing that. Ramondre Stevenson, who you were talking about, rookie out of Oklahoma.
I mean, that guy's a beast. Did you see that run right there?
Yep.
I mean, last week he went 91 yards. Right there, Sean Bradley met him in the hole. Watch him meet him in the hole. And Ramondre just keeps plowing his feet. Looking like LeGarrette Blount there. He played for both these teams.
And back to Michel, who's got first down yardage down to the 39 before being stopped by Marcus Epps. This is going to be the 10th play of this drive.
And they're only at the 39-yard line. And by the way, this is the second string offensive line for the Patriots now, so it should be a little bit more even up front.
Jones, all kinds of time. Ducking and running and sliding down at the 36. Flag down on the play.
I don't like the way he just got up and got up slowly there.
It was kind of an awkward slide.
It was. He actually kind of reminded me of Drew Bledsoe, the way he ran there.
Holding. Defense number 27. This 5-yard penalty will be added to the end of the run. Automatic. First down.
Let's take a look at this, Scott. Did he tweak something at the end of this? I mean, he sure as heck didn't bounce right back up.
Kind of stumbled into the slide.
That looks fine.
The slide part was
But
fine.
now
It was
watch him.
a little bit of a stumble going into it. Yep.
So that's not good. And he's got that knee brace on his left knee. He said this week it's just precautionary, but you don't get up that slowly unless something's bothering you. Trust me.
They are not having a lot of trouble running the football. This one a gain of 7. A combination of Stevenson and Sony Michel after Damian Harris was carrying the load for New England.
So I thought it was interesting talking with Jonathan Gannon, the Eagles defensive coordinator, yesterday. He said 2 things. Number one, you know, they will rotate defensive linemen tonight. They didn't last week because they wanted to see what those guys had. Number 2, you know, he said against 12 personnel, which is 2 tight ends, I'm not going to stay in base and just let them run us over in a regular game. But he wants to see what these guys got.
They're certainly dealing with a steady diet of Stevenson in the running game right now. Jaquette makes that tackle, but it's another New England first down. Not much opportunity for the Eagles offense here in this first half. Now in the red zone on first down. Jones setting it up, and it's blown up. I don't believe that was a completed pass, but looks like they're marking it that way as a completion.
I mean, now my other guy, TJ Edwards, thank goodness for Alex Singleton and TJ Edwards. They are saving us tonight. Watch him just read the screen. He sees the way Stevenson gets down slow. He beats the center. The center's got to block him right there, okay? The first guy out, you must block the man-to-man defender. So it's usually the guard to that side. That time it was Ted Karras, the center. He needs to go flatter, but TJ Edwards, as usual, read it too quickly.
Turns into a 5-yard loss because it was a completion. Now you've got whistles all over the field on that inside screen.
Before the snap, New England coach threw the challenge flag.
They were challenging whether the previous play was actually a completion and a fumble, or rather an incomplete pass. So they'll check it out with 3:10 left to go here in the first half.
Remember when no dream was too big? And you could fearlessly face the unknown. You still can. When you have a rock you can depend on for life, you'll be unstoppable. Like the millions of people who rely on Prudential for financial planning and investing. Who's your rock?
You probably think Visa is a credit card company, huh? But it's actually a network. Connecting just about everyone to just about everyone else. It can open eyes with a cup of coffee and change minds about what makes a business a business. And it is working to connect everyone, everywhere. So, meet Visa, a network working for everyone.
People say changing healthcare will take a moonshot. One company says, challenge accepted. Cigna, with new resources for physical and emotional well-being, advancing mental health with Talkspace, and making insulin more affordable for more people. Cigna is once again leading the way. So the future of healthcare may be a moonshot, but it isn't a long shot.
Score big to receive roadside assistance as well as exclusive Eagles benefits. Join now at AAA.com/Eagles. So, partner, here's what they're reviewing. They want to know, was this a catch and fumble or an incomplete pass?
All right, let's watch it in regular speed. I mean, that's a bang-bang play.
The pass is incomplete. It'll be 2nd down and 10 yards to go at the 19-yard line. Please reset the game clock to 3:53. New England is not charged a timeout.
Yes, it is a preseason game, but if you're trying to see what your young quarterback can do, better to go 2nd and 10 than 2nd and 15.
Well, it's not just that. You know, I mean, it's preseason for everybody. So Belichick wants to make sure the guys up in the booth are running the same operation they normally would and saying, hey, he didn't catch that. We should get those 6 yards back. So they buzz down to him. He throws the challenge flag. I mean, you got to practice all this stuff. I bet you Sirianni hopes he gets a chance to challenge one of these 3 games. Watch. You got to have 2 feet down in a football move. Possession, right? No. Definitely not a catch. It's a good job by Belichick on the challenge and a good job by the guys in New York to overturn it.
So it's 2nd and 10. Right through the middle. And Michel bangs his way down inside the 10 for another New England first down on the ground. TJ Edwards a tackle along with Andrew Adams, 11 yards on the pickup.
Really good opportunity here as you see TJ Edwards, who's making pretty much every tackle, but a really good opportunity for Mac Jones down in the red zone. I think the Patriots probably could run it in.
And on the 15th play of the drive, Michel gets it right to the doorstep just outside the 2.
You know, what I was going to say, Scott, is I think the Patriots pretty obviously could run this football in. I wonder, though, if Belichick wants to have Mac Jones make a decision down here in the red zone. I wonder if he wants to let him try to throw for a touchdown pass, because they're trying to decide who their starting quarterback is, and you get a lot more out of that than handing it to Michel here against the Eagles' 3rd-string D-line.
Staying on the ground, and the Eagles' defense holds the 1.
Who is our stats guy? Because I'm pretty sure TJ Edwards and Alex Singleton have a combined 428 tackles so far in this game.
The illustrious Dean Esposito, who is always in the booth with us for these Eagles preseason games.
It's got to be like 20, Dean. Count them up, man. I swear those 2 guys have made pretty much every play the whole night.
3rd down and goal. To the ground again and easily into the end zone for the score is Ramondre Stevenson. Patriots, who struggled to get their running backs into the end zone last year. A couple of rushing touchdowns here tonight and a 19-point lead just before halftime.
So I know that looked easy for Stevenson, but that was actually pretty nice feat by him. Watch him. He wanted to go off tackle to the left, inside, follow his fullback, but he bounced outside. Teron Jackson, the defensive end for the Eagles, has got to set the edge better than he did there. But I like Stevenson showing the nice nimble feet to be able to get to the outside. And I also like the Patriots going for 2.
All right, so the Eagles take a timeout here, trying to get ready to defend a 2-point conversion attempt. Again, I guess if you're going to run it, this is the time to try it out. But this comes at the end of a 17-play drive. It took more than 9 minutes off the clock.
I said it earlier, I'll say it again. That's the way the Patriots want to play football this year. They've got a nasty front 7 on defense. They got a really good offensive line. And they've got 4 good running backs. I think they're going to try to pound people, shorten the game. That will be the Patriots' winning recipe this year.
So for the 2-point conversion, Jones for the end zone, and it's incomplete.
Nice play by the rookie there, Zach McPherson. 4th-round pick out of Texas Tech. That's exactly what he did in college. Got his hands on a lot of footballs. Take a look at the end of the play. Just punches in with that right hand. That is well done. Working against a pretty good receiver there in Kendrick, the Bourne identity. I like it.
A couple of medical updates. Let's check in with Dave Spadaro.
Okay, tight end Jason Kroom carted off the field with a knee injury. We'll get you an update after the game. And something that's also bothersome, safety Kayvon.
The Bourne identity. I like it.
A couple of medical updates. Let's check in with Dave Spadaro.
Okay, tight end Jason Kroom carted off the field with a knee injury. We'll get you an update after the game. And something that's also bothersome, safety Kayvon Wallace, who had been sidelined in training camp with a groin injury, fighting for playing time here, exits with a groin injury. Scott, Ross?
Thursday Night Football.
My dudes, I like that.
Yep.
Is she wearing a Dawkins jersey? I think she is, and that's amazing.
A lot of people representing out there right now.
Look
Yes,
at she's wearing a Brian Dawkins jersey. What a legend that little girl is right there.
That's funny. Kind of ran into him out of Canton at the Hall of Fame. He just has a presence when he walks into a room. Talked about the new head coach. How about the new coordinators for the Eagles this year?
They're all young, man. They're all younger than me, making me feel bad about myself. Shane Steichen, 36 years old. Jonathan Gannon last week was his first time calling the plays from St. Ignatius in Cleveland, 38. Michael Clay's 29. I mean, he's the youngest coordinator in the league, younger than a lot of the players on the team.
So first down now. Flacco gets a chance to run the 2-minute offense as he finds Rodgers across the 30 for a pickup of 6. And that will bring us to the 2-minute warning. Offense hasn't had much of an opportunity, but they've got 2 minutes to try to get some points on the board before halftime.
Remember when no dream was too big? And you could fearlessly face the unknown. You still can. When you have a rock you can depend on for life, you'll be unstoppable. Like the millions of people who rely on Prudential for financial planning and investing. Who's your rock?
People say changing healthcare will take a moonshot. One company says, challenge accepted. Cigna, with new resources for physical and emotional well-being, advancing mental health with Talkspace, and making insulin more affordable for more people. Cigna is once again leading the way. So the future of healthcare may be a moonshot, but it isn't a long shot.
Touchdowns, catches, rushing yards. Strength is in the stats, so pick wisely, my friend, for your team and in the garage. 3 times stronger than the leading full synthetic. Castrol Edge in, garage swagger on.
In a relentless world, connected but alone, trapped by illusion. But there is another path where the battle to belong begins.
The NFL is back, and it's about to get even wilder. Introducing DraftKings Wildcards, the new instant win challenge. Claim your first wildcard free and play for your share of over $50 million in prizes. You can even win tickets to Super Bowl 56. Earn valuable cards revealing either weekly player challenges or instant win prizes. 1 in 4 will win instantly. Download the DraftKings app. Claim your first wildcard free before week 1 and make it rain with an official partner of the NFL.
Watch the Eagles practice live for a great cause this Sunday. Tickets are just $10, and all proceeds benefit the Eagles Autism Foundation. Get your tickets now at PhiladelphiaEagles.com/public practice. You can imagine that's going to be a lot of fun to be around. We also told you about youth. Michael Clay, the youngest coordinator of any team in the National Football League. And you saw he was playing for Oregon back in 2012. And I think I was sitting in this booth in 2012 doing preseason games, which speaks to his youth and apparently also to my rapidly advancing age.
That's amazing. I mean, to be a 29-year-old coordinator, look, we still got the starting receivers out there. They've got 3 young, explosive guys in Rager, Watkins, and Smith.
All on the field right now as Flacco takes the snap, and there was a tangle before that ball was thrown. Michael Jackson was right there with Rager, who couldn't quite get loose.
Let's see the tangle that you described. Can you describe the tangle,
Is
sir?
that well, it could have been a tango. I mean,
so you're allowed to hit him within the first 5 yards, and you're allowed to stay on. I think usually they'll call that illegal contact. You're allowed to chuck them once. They don't really want you to just hang on them like that, but they're letting them play, I suppose.
That's Gainwell in motion on 3rd down now. Flacco finds his man, gets the first down, and tiptoeing out of bounds with the first down is Devontae Smith, his 2nd catch. That one's good for 10.
Scotty, get separation pretty much every time. I mean, watch him this time. Man-to-man coverage. Oh, no. See you, Michael Jackson. That was sweet. Little jerk route there by Devontae Smith.
Coming back to the near side, and good yardage out to near the 48-yard line for Gainwell. Pick up about 7 yards. Clock runs with 1:35 left to go in the half as they run the 2-minute drill. Flacco in trouble, and he's sacked. Winovich got him around the ankles as he tried to step up in the pocket for a loss of 7.
Working against Matt Pryor. Pryor's at right tackle. Winovich off the edge. Pryor extends his hit. He got to finish. He's got to run his feet there. I don't have a problem with the set. I don't have a problem with the hand placement. But when Winovich dips, you got to run your feet, Pryor, and move him out of there. Just a little bit. If you just run his feet a little bit, Flacco would have been able to step up and make a throw.
So after an Eagles timeout stops the clock with $1:25 to go till halftime, it's a 3rd and 10 now for the offense. And Flacco has played this entire first half, still on his own side of the field. Firing, that's a nice catch by Stoll up near midfield. He's short of first down yardage at the 48 after a pickup of 7.
Decision time here for the Eagles. 4th and 4 as Stoll caught it. Right now they're looking like they're going to go for it. You really want to take up more time here in case you don't get it. Although down 19-0, they might not care.
Trying to draw him off.
Good call, Scott.
Watched them do this in walkthrough yesterday.
Yeah, good call.
An offside would give them a first down.
Fans never like this, though.
No, they don't. So at the timeout now, the Eagles put it away.
Their second 30-second timeout.
This is the explosive type thing you're looking for on Tuesday in the joint practice. Check this out. Oh, my. That's as good as it gets for Jalen Rager.
I really don't understand how those guys do that. I mean, I know they've got really good gloves. The gloves are a little tackified, but still. I mean, to jump in the air like that and snare it with one hand. Although, you know what? They practice that a lot more than they used to.
I was just going to say.
I don't remember guys practicing that, but ever since Odell had that unbelievable catch, those guys practice one-hand catches a lot now.
Well, they're not going to punt it. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Oh, I love it.
45 seconds to go in the half. Flacco with some pressure coming, throwing, and it's incomplete and picked off. On the carom, diving interception for Harvey Lange. Just like a punt with 38 seconds to go here in the half.
I think Rager was trying to run a comeback route, but they were all over.
That's tip drill.
Justin Bethel was really more of a special teamer. I'm not really sure what that route was. Flacco kind of just trying to force it in there, maybe throw a back shoulder throw and make a play. That's pretty ugly for the Birds.
So the interception from Longy. And now we'll see what the Patriots want to do here with 38 seconds. Got a timeout. What do you want to test out here? Trying to get yourself into field goal range, see what the rookie quarterback can do.
Yeah, absolutely. This is an opportunity for Mac Jones.
Firing deep down the field. Oh, what a play. Incomplete. It looked like Harry was going to draw that in inside the 10, and it came out as he went to the ground.
That was a nice ball by Mac Jones. Now, N'Keal Harry fell hard on his shoulder. Bottom of the screen, McPherson's playing way off, and Harry runs right by him. Lays out for it, so close to making that play. Oh.
And right there.
Boom. Landed hard on that left shoulder.
His whole body weight came down on that shoulder as he was trying to hang onto the ball. His hands ended up underneath his body, kind of rolling him more onto the shoulder.
That was a beautiful throw by Mac Jones. And by the way, the subplot here is that supposedly Harry wants to get traded. It's hard to trade hurt guys.
21 career games for the former first-round pick. 45 receptions, 414 yards, and 4 touchdowns. It's not been gaudy numbers by any stretch for N'Keal Harry. Hey, you look at what the Patriots are putting out there in terms of their wide receivers. We haven't mentioned Nelson Aguilar's name yet tonight, but he's in a lot of ways their number one.
Well, they paid him like it. I was surprised by the contract they gave Aguilar this offseason, given the inconsistency he's had in his career. But he had a really nice year for the Raiders last year, and he still has that speed and quickness.
All Eagles fans will have to remember his 9 catches and 84 yards in Super Bowl 52. Harry walking off under his own power, but I think he's shaken up. Nelson Aguilar played for the Eagles from 2015 through 19. Nearly 900 yards and 8 touchdowns for the Raiders last year.
Almost felt like Nelson was like every other year, you know? Not a great rookie year, good the next year, not a great the next year, then he was good. Wasn't good as last year as an Eagle, was good last year for the Raiders. I like that right there, by the way, Scott. Devontae Smith studying on the sideline, even though he's unlikely to go back out there.
That was the word Nick Sirianni used, obsession.
Yep. That's a good word to use for a football player.
Second down. Scrambling to try to get out of bounds and can't. After the catch was J.J. Taylor. 8-yard pickup.
Good job by McPherson there to come with outside leverage, make him go inside.
So they clock it, bringing up a 4th down with 12 seconds left to go here in the half.
So it's a little thing, Scott, but these little things matter, right? Zach McPherson knows the situation. He knows that J.J. Taylor is going to try to get out of bounds. So when he came up to tackle him, he came outside in with outside leverage. So Taylor said, I got to go upfield. You know, if he lets him get out of bounds, then the Patriots save that timeout and they're able to make one more throw and get a field goal perhaps. It's a little thing, but that will not go unnoticed by Jonathan Gannon. They will point that out in the meeting that McPherson understood the situation and his leverage.
That man has thought through every defensive
offense. 5-yard penalty. It's 4th down.
He's thought through every defensive situation, possibility. I mean, and he talked us through many of them when we sat down with him yesterday.
He really enjoyed calling the defense for his first time last week. We were laughing. We were saying it's like you're playing Madden and you have the controller in your hands, except it's real dudes. And it actually matters a lot.
Well, the Patriots, after the delay, will punt it away with 12 seconds to go. It's Greg Ward who's back at the 5-yard line for the Eagles. Boyd put the arm up, and he is going to call for the fair catch. That's pretty much going to do it for this half. We don't expect to try very much inside the 10-yard line with 5 seconds left after a 39-yard punt. 10 out of 17. Numbers not as gaudy for Flacco here in preseason game number 2, and that tip ball interception.
You know what, though? There were a couple drops.
Yep.
So Flacco's not been bad tonight, especially considering he's been under duress a lot. Probably should be 12 or 13 of 17.
Preseason, Joe Flacco has looked a lot like Joe Flacco, and that's good news. So that's going to do it for, as we said, the first half. And it was a...
Right, the Patriots showing off Cam Newton's arm a little bit more tonight, as displayed here in this 28-yard touchdown pass from Newton to his guy, Jacoby Myers. Welcome into NFL Total Access. At the half, we are presented by Kit Kat. My name is MJ Acosta-Ruiz, Super Bowl MVP and Hall of Famer Kurt Warner with us tonight, as well as 3-time Super Bowl champ William McGinnis in the house.
William. When you're a 3-time, you get
just
William.
making sure you're awake, Willie.
The official name, William. Willie Jr. Willie.
We'll have first half reaction in a minute, but we start with the story of the night so far, guys. That late scratch of Jalen Hurts due to an illness here. And for that, we'll send it over to Mike Garafolo, who was at the game.
Eagles quarterback Jalen Hurts was a surprise inactive on Thursday against the Patriots with what the team described as an illness and then later clarified as a non-COVID-19 illness that kept him out of the game against New England and had Joe Flacco instead starting. It was a surprise because the plan going into the game was for Hurts to play much of, if not all of the first quarter and see if he could connect a couple of times with his targets, particularly rookie wide receiver Devontae Smith, who was making his debut. Hurts went through a full pregame routine and was even dancing and looking like he usually does before a game, but then suddenly was declared inactive. So we'll see what the Eagles have to say about Hurts after the game when Nick Sirianni, the head coach, speaks to the media.
Yeah, and Kurt and Willie, I've been stalking Mike Garafolo's Twitter this entire time.
Yeah.
We saw him fully dressed out on the field, and Kurt, I mean, stuff happens, but a little unusual.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bummer. We were all looking forward to seeing him with Devontae Smith out there, see if they could build a connection. But at the same time, it's preseason. He was going to play a quarter. He was going to throw 8 or 9 times. Nothing to really worry about, but just kind of bummed because we thought, hey, he's warming up. He's getting out there. We get a chance to see these young stars together, and it didn't happen.
You got to make it make sense for me, though.
Yeah.
I mean, if he was slated to go out and play the football game, and you're trying to get him on the same page with these young receivers that they have no chemistry as of right now, and the starting quarterback going into the season probably won't play at all in the next preseason game, why aren't you getting this man these reps? Like, I'm lost, Kurt, and I get it. Yeah. Things happen, it's a bummer and all that, but we know what Joe Flacco is. We do not know what Jalen Hurts is under center, a full offseason with these young receivers that needs to get going if he's going to be the starter week 1. I am lost.
Yeah, this was the premier opportunity that in the second preseason game. Mike Garafolo will have more for that in the post show coming up. All right, this game is the first of 8 NFL preseason games you can watch this weekend on the NFL Network. Tomorrow we'll have Bengals-Washington action tomorrow night. We will, of course, take you right to kick right here on NFL Total Access. All right, I'll let you just enjoy the glory of Damon Harris going into this touchdown more. First half highlights coming up next.
NFL Total Access at the half is presented by...
Hey, what's up? Nothing. What you doing? Oh, okay. So you had to do what though?
Strength is in the stats, so pick wisely, my friend, for your team and in the garage. 3 times stronger than the leading full synthetic. Castrol Edge in, garage swagger on.
You said you're trying to get Chick-fil-A?
Seconds left. John, more ways to inbound.
Yo, you checked FanDuel lately?
Sammy Wynn live on play. 1 out to go. More ways and Wynn looking to make something here. Jumper. More ways throws. Wynn shoots. It's up.
There's just
more ways to win. More ways to win.
That's what I'm telling you. There are more ways to win with FanDuel.
Find out who the players think are the best in the game. They voted. We revealed the top 100 players of 2021, presented by Crown Royal. That starts Sunday before Eastern, following the live preseason game, only right here on the NFL Network. All right, let's get you to some first half action. Patriots, Eagles. Of course, Jalen Hurts, as we mentioned, late scratch with an illness. Joe Flacco got the start. Bill with a close eye on his QBs tonight. Cam Newton starting us off here, first quarter. A lead of 7-0 for the Pats, 1st and 10. Cam to his guy, Jacoby Myers. That's a gain of 18 on that play. 2 plays later, Cam finds former 49er Kendrick Bourne. A gain of 23 on that one. We're rolling. Cam had 3 passes of 10 or more air yards in that series. Woo. Mic drop there. So 3rd drive for Cam. Getting ready here. Fakes it off there. Newton, who? Jacoby Myers. That was the one. 28 yards. For the touchdown. Patriots lead here 13-0. They missed the field goal. All right, Devontae Smith over on the Eagles. We're waiting for you. Show us what you got. Flacco throws down the sideline to Devontae, who can't hang on quite there to the pass. As you take another look there. A couple of plays later, Flacco hits Devontae Smith on a slap. That gets him 9 yards. Smith's first catch in preseason action. Mac who? Mac Jones. Here we go, young rookie. 15th overall pick for the Patriots. We're in the second quarter here. Patriots leading 13-0. It's 3rd and 13 for Mac, who connects with N'Keal Harry for a gain of 19. Looking good early, Mac Jones. Same drive, 2nd and 13. Mac Jones dumps it to Sony Michel. Woo! Nope. Duke breaks a couple tackles there for a gain of 19. Jones making the good decisions so far. Same drive. At the half, Patriots leading 19-0. Cam Newton, 8 of 9, 103 yards, and that touchdown pass we saw to Jeff Myers. All right, so what I noticed here, Willie, your Patriots, a lot more passing action here for Cam Newton. Looks like they really want to see what his arm is working.
We kind of know what we're talking about on this show, right? Didn't we say that pregame, what we wanted to see? We know that they can run the football in New England. They got a slew of backs in the backfield, and they did that a lot last year. But going into this year, with all the weapons on the outside, we wanted to see, was the arm live? Kurt, can Cam pass the ball consistently and distribute the ball to the different receivers? And they came out 8 for 9, 103 yards, no interceptions, 1 touchdown. He did that. I thought he did a pretty good job.
Well, and I like that you pointed out that he had 3 completions that were 10-plus yards in the air, because last year they had to play a lot of dink and dunk football, Tom Brady-esque football. That's not Cam Newton's game. You talked about the running backs back there. We can get the running backs going. We can get some play action going. Now we get the big throws down the field, which they didn't do last year. And that's what Cam Newton is. That's what he's all about. Run the football, big play actions over the top. I like seeing that in the first half.
And the tight ends didn't play. Jonnu Smith was not out there, Hunter Henry. So he did that with just the receiver core that he had out there. Hopefully,
right now. It's just making me mad because it keeps connecting to my.
Continue here on this halftime show. Here's what's coming up, though, because we have a lot more for you this weekend in preseason game action live on NFL Network. Of course, this is just the first of 8. Tomorrow, Bengals take on Washington. We'll take you all the way through to Sunday, where we see a little Giants and Browns action as well. All right. We will continue here on our halftime action. A little bad snap to start for the Eagles. We'll get into some second half predictions when we come back on NFL Total Access.
10 seconds left. John, more ways to inbound.
Yo, you checked FanDuel lately?
Sandy win line will play. 1 out to go. More ways and win. Looking to make something here. Pull up jumper. More ways throws. Win shoots. It's up.
There's just
more ways to win. More ways to win. 1 out to go.
That's what I'm telling you. There are more ways to win with FanDuel.
What does it take to make it? In the race to succeed, does somebody always have to fail? We've got to start lifting each other up and give everybody a fair shot. Because when that happens, we've all made it.
We're all here for football.
Welcome to the party, my friends.
Why stop now? We're talking about those epic matchups.
Unbelievable.
The best matchup in week 1 and instant classics.
He caught it with 1 second left.
This is going to live forever. We're here for the Thursday night throwdowns.
Touchdown, Chargers win it.
It doesn't get much better. Sunday morning breakdowns.
He's going to add to his legacy.
And all the inside lowdown. I got to just play hard, game in and game out.
Oh, have some of that.
They are the most interesting team in the AFC.
It's your team.
With the first pick.
It's going to be fun to watch these young, talented quarterbacks.
There is no ceiling for this young man.
Our team.
This is such an exciting time for a fan.
What we got was pretty good.
I'm loving this.
Every team.
He's different than anybody we've ever seen before.
If it happens in this league, we're all here for it.
It's on.
Oh, are you kidding me? Caught in the end zone. Incredible.
NFL Network. We're here for football. Oh, wait. It's going to be a good one.
The NFL's Fan of the Year contest presented by Captain Morgan Original Spice Rum returns for 2021, and we're looking to celebrate more extraordinary fans who are positive influences and inspire others through their love of football, just like you. So visit NFL.com/Fan of the Year for your chance to win Fan of the Year and get to attend Super Bowl 56 right here in Los Angeles. All right, here's another look at our pre-game slate for this weekend. Saturday, quadruple header, starting with Bills at Bears. That wraps up with Raiders at Rams. Sunday, a two-piece for you, wrapping up with 49ers at Chargers. All right, fellas, so in this first half, Patriots-Eagles, it's been all Patriots. The Eagles with, a lot of drops, Kurt, I got to say. What are you looking forward to seeing them adjust, hopefully, in the second half?
Well, I think the hardest part about a second half of a preseason game is you're not going to see as many of those guys that you expect to have to make plays for you in the regular season. But bottom line is you want to clean it up. Anytime you're playing a game in preseason and guys are getting opportunities, you just want to clean it up and play good football, especially if you only got 3 of these, right, to get ready for the regular season. You only got 3 opportunities to play good football and feel good going into week 1.
So if this is like traditionally the third preseason, it's the second. So will guys go into the third quarter and probably get more reps that we can see because they didn't perform well. I'm sure there's some things they wanted to do better, like you talked about catching the football. It seemed like Flacco was off a little bit with some of his timing with the receivers, and that's because some of the guys haven't been out there. And that's why you need that continuity. That's why you need to get in sync with those guys. And that's why I'm very confused of why Jalen Hurts did not play in
wasn't
this game.
feeling good,
Willie.
Willie.
Listen, that's going to be the
Is
question.
that after the dancing or before
Right.
or right before?
Maybe he was trying to hype himself up like, I'm fine, this is good, I can play,
is that
it's
what
all
it is?
good. Maybe it has to
We've
be.
all done that before.
Or pull something right before they say you're not gonna play.
Maybe it was the dancing.
I always wonder, too, when you get – and you're talking about the practical. He needs reps. He needs time. He needs continuity. Sometimes you think about the opposite. Well, what if we put him in there, he's not feeling well, and he doesn't play well?
Mm-hmm.
How does that reflect on where we're at as a team and what we do moving forward, where we want that confidence? I'm with you. I want the reps. I want the reps for my guy.
You played any games not feeling well? A little under the weather, a little banged up, a little whatever the case may be. When you're fighting for that starting job, when you're not named the starter.
Let me say this. I don't know how many preseason games I played that way.
Right.
When I wasn't, I'm not sure I went into too many.
You didn't have to. I get it.
He also has a gold jacket.
I get it. He
He's
didn't
built
have
different.
to. But this man is fighting for a starting job. Okay. And like I mentioned, there's nothing against Joe Flacco. We just know what he is. He's a veteran. He's played for a number of years. He may be a little new in this system, but we know what he can do. Jalen Hurts is the future. If he's not really the future there, and they're not believing in him or not giving him reps or whatever the case may be, I get it. But I still want him out there. I still want him getting those reps and trying to build with the young guys. They haven't had all those guys on the field at one time in a number of years. So now that they've revamped everything, they got new receivers, they got new defensive backs coming in. They got a lot of new players on this team that they need to sync with. And I just think this is the perfect opportunity to do that.
And you mentioned a good point as we watched through the weekend to see how teams treat this second preseason game because you know, they still got a week off before the season after the third preseason game. So it's going to be interesting to see how they play this.
All right, guys, that does it for us. Let's send it back to NBC 10 Philadelphia. Scott Graham, Ross Tucker for the second half call. See you after the game, guys.
Jake Elliott usually handles the field goals and the kickoffs. That was a nice kickoff by Siposs. Look at Jake Elliott. They're smiling. That's what happens. Kickers and punters, they talk to each other usually. But they're excited. Now he goes over. Oh, I was going to talk to the long snapper. Eagles have 3 guys from Australia on their team, and none from Pennsylvania, by the way. How's that happen?
The world has changed, my friend. Patriots were a man short in their formation.
Mac Jones still out there, which is great. Get a chance to see the first-round pick a little bit more.
And that throw to the near side is complete to Christian Wilkerson out to the 30. When's the last time a non-kicker kicked for the Eagles?
November 19th, 2017, I believe. I think it was Camus Rouge-Hill against the Cowboys, maybe? Am I right?
Eagles won that game 37-9, but that was pretty good form. Jones, all kinds of time, and a beautiful throw up near midfield. Hauling it in, Oshesky for a first down.
You know what? You're exactly right, Scott. Mac Jones has more of an arm than I thought he had. You know, everything you heard was all the other guys were all the physically gifted guys, and Mac Jones, it was just his.
Well, let me just get it under control. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just walk away from the damn computer. Just fucking up my shit.
That is easy pickets for the first down. A big hole off the right side for Taylor, who gets it down to the 33.
Watch the left guard. Watch the kick out block. Boom! You live for that as an offensive lineman. Nice kick out block.
It's Alex Redmond.
On the next level. Yeah, Alex Redmond played a bunch for the Bengals.
First down once again. Jones again with time and checks it down to J.J. Taylor, a busy man on this opening drive. Pick up a 3. Mac Jones, 77% of his passes last year. And a 203.1 passer rating. Both of those were NCAA records. Oh! Even got knocked off his mark, righted himself, and threw a fastball to Oshesky for the first down inside the 10.
He put some zip on that. T.Y. McGill got a rush. Watch the coverage. It's pretty good. Jones ripped it in between those 2 zone defenders. Mac Jones making the most of this series that Belichick's given him.
He's 5 for 5. Now the other guy who's been the star gets him down to the 2.
Watch this move. Watch Michael Jacquet. Watch this move. Oh my goodness. That was nasty. That'll be on Good Morning Football tomorrow with my boy Kyle Brandt. They like those kind of highlights.
And clearly so will you. Second down. Trying to drive toward the end zone, and Taylor is stopped at about the 1.
Nice job by Elijah Riley right there. Made the interception last week. Now he comes in, makes a tackle, battling for one of those jobs.
Quickly to the line. Third down. Trying the outside, and that's going to be good enough for the touchdown. Rashad Smith got a hand on him, but Taylor gets in. And the lead expands to 25-0.
The Eagles were down a guy there. I mean, they run the toss that way. Jaquette goes inside. There's nobody outside. Riley tries to get out there and have some type of force player, but that's not right. I mean, somebody was late to be the force player to set the edge for the Eagles right there.
9 plays, 75 yards on the drive. Quinn Nordine, who's had a sketchy night tonight.
Oh, my goodness.
He did it again.
Oh, my goodness.
He has pushed 3 of them now, 2 extra points and a 36-yard field goal attempt.
I mean, I'm starting to feel bad for this young man at this point. This is how you lose a job.
What does it take to make it? In the race to succeed, does somebody always have to fail? We've got to start lifting each other up and give everybody a fair shot. Because when that happens, we've all made it.
Eagles Autism Foundation, which has done great work and taken great strides over the last several years, especially here at Lincoln Financial Field. For more, let's go down to Dave Spadaro.
Why, thank you, Scott. We have a big weekend ahead. The Eagles Autism Foundation, the big challenge is on Saturday. I'm here with Executive Director Ryan Hammond. And Ryan, for those who aren't involved already in this Eagles Autism Challenge on Saturday, how can they get involved?
So we are here at Lincoln Financial Field and our presenting sponsor of Eagles Autism Challenge. There is still time to register to ride, walk, or run. You can use code Preseason21 to get 50% off and see us Saturday morning. If you aren't able to participate, you can participate virtually, or you can make a donation to your favorite Eagles player or staff member.
And all proceeds benefit the Eagles Autism Foundation. Will we see players on Saturday?
Absolutely. This is an organizational commitment. So you will see our players, our alumni, and Jeffrey Lurie, really the visionary behind all of this.
We are holding some cold ones here. This is the Swoop Shake, and it comes from Wawa. And tell me about this. The proceeds from now until Sunday all go to EAF.
So Wawa has the Swoop Shake in Philadelphia stores. And yes, it's limited time. You can get it through Sunday, and proceeds will support Eagles Autism Foundation.
Guys, we can all use a cold one right now. Cheers to you, Swoop. All right. And enjoy the weekend, Philadelphia Eagles style. Connect with the team.
Well, some can two-fist when it's named after them.
They do unbelievable work with that Eagles Autism Challenge.
And it's grown and expanded in the last several years.
I mean, they really do. It is one of the biggest charitable endeavors for any NFL team I'm aware of.
So Nick Mullins on at quarterback now for the Eagles. Got a lot of ground to make up on the scoreboard. Gainwell with the first carry and a pickup of a little bit better than 5. There's Jeffrey Lurie talking about a cause that's very near and dear to his heart. It's not just words, it's actions.
Not only that, you know, I remember what it was like to be an Eagles fan before Jeffrey Lurie. And you think about everything he's done, the sustained success, the stadium. Eagles fans are very lucky to have him.
Good yardage. About a yard shy of the first down for Gainwell. Rookie out of Memphis.
Last time Gainwell played here, 2019, he had 204 total yards against the Temple Owls.
That's a big day.
Yeah. And he opted out last year. I hope he gets the ball a lot here in the second half. That's what this is about, seeing some of these young guys and what they bring to the table.
Well, he gets it again, this time out of the backfield, and he's got a first down.
I mean, watch him right here, Scott. They're going to split him out wide. He's going to run a go route against the corner, for Memphis, it's a back shoulder throw, the body control to make the catch, and then he breaks 2 tackles. I still have no idea how he didn't get drafted until the 4th round. I mean, look at this guy.
Explosive to the outside.
I'm so happy right now. We got the Gainwell second half. If you turn the game off, you are doing yourself a disservice. Kenny G is going to take us home tonight. This is what we got now, Scotty. Let's get excited.
I'm excited.
Scotty G, Kenny G, let's roll.
Now right back to the guy who's become the bread truck here. And very close to a first down up at the 48. Out of Memphis, 610 yards as a receiver, part of better than 2,000 total yards.
Well, look, the hole was right between the right guard and right tackle. Not a great run there by Kenny G, but he was still able to get the first down.
He has touched it every play here on this drive and got a couple into New England territory. Eagles haven't lived there very much in this game.
So here's what people need to know about Kenneth Gainwell if you don't follow college football, okay? He came from Memphis. Darrell Henderson, starting running back for the Rams. Tony Pollard, who was better than Zeke Elliott last year for the Cowboys. Antonio Gibson, who starts for Washington. Gibson was a wide receiver 2 years ago for Washington because he couldn't beat out Gainwell as the running back.
Gainwell trying to pick up the blitz and couldn't get it done. And that is going to be a sack. Longy comes in and drops Mullins all the way back at the Eagles' 43. Check that. That was Holyfield trying to pick up the blitz.
Yeah, watch Holyfield right here. He's on blitz pickup. This isn't easy, but this is part of the job description. That is a nice move by Longy. Nice little swim move. Able to make the play. That's tough duty for Holyfield for your first snap to be a blitz pickup, but opportunities are rarely perfect.
Tough duty for Mullins now on 3rd down and 15. They're playing soft. Got his legs taken out, lost the ball, and down he goes. That's a coverage sack. They played soft. He was trying to find somebody that could get him the first down. He can only hold it for so long.
You know what that is in my mind? That's a guy that threw 2 interceptions last week and didn't want to throw another one. And I don't necessarily blame him. Maybe I'd be the same way. But you have to throw the ball. I mean, he got sacked after like 7 or 8 seconds. Got to get rid of it there. He knows it.
So the punting unit comes on. And Sipas, who's doing that double duty tonight. That's away another good one, well placed. Over the lane up the side. And J.J. Taylor stopped around the 30. 45 yards on the punt, 9 yards on the return.
You probably think Visa is a credit card company, huh? But it's actually a network, connecting just about everyone to just about everyone else. It can open eyes with a cup of coffee and change minds about what makes a business a business. And it is working to connect everyone, everywhere. So, meet Visa, a network working for everyone.
We loved our house, but
it was time to move.
So we used Rocket Mortgage to finance our next home.
With less cats.
When you need control over your home loan, Rocket can.
People say changing healthcare will take a moonshot. One company says, challenge accepted. Cigna, with new resources for physical and emotional well-being, advancing mental health with Talkspace, and making insulin more affordable for more people. Cigna is once again leading the way. So the future of healthcare may be a moonshot, but it isn't a long shot.
We did it again. Verizon has been named America's most reliable network by Root Metrics, and our customers rated us #1 for network quality in America, according to J.D. Power, proving that there's only one best network.
The NFL is back, and it's about to get even wilder. Introducing DraftKings Wildcards, the new Instant Win Challenge. Claim your first wildcard free and play for your share of over $50 million in prizes. You can even win tickets to Super Bowl 56. Earn valuable cards revealing either weekly player challenges or instant win prizes. 1 in 4 will win instantly. Download the DraftKings app, claim your first wildcard free before week 1, and make it rain with an official partner of the NFL.
Verizon 5G with 5G built right for the Eagles. Philly can scream, stream, and share every play in Verizon 5G quality. A lot of the fans here, I'm sure, doing a lot of picture taking and communicating with Lincoln Financial Field on a very nice August night. Patrick Johnson, he added to laying on the field right now, and Mac Jones still in there for the Patriots. Looked good tonight. He's had opportunities and taken them when they've been there. That's going to be complete. And once again, Sean Bradley stepping up to make a play.
Bradley made a ton of tackles in the second half last week. Looks to be really a core special teamer for the Eagles and one of their first backups in as an off-the-ball linebacker. They're going to need him with no more Alex Singleton and TJ Edwards. It's going to be Sean Bradley's time to make a bunch of tackles.
Patriots can stay on the ground here, and they do. Had a good job of getting to that second level and staying up. Ramondre Stevenson, who has been very impressive for the Patriots here so far in the preseason.
So this is what the preseason's about. We saw some good things from Kenny G for the Eagles. This Ramondre Stevenson is a guy. I mean, I can already tell you that right now. He is big, thick, and powerful, but he's got some sweet feet. I mean, he's 246, 6 foot 246, and he's out here making guys whip.
Breaks a tackle here, and finally driven to the ground. Stevenson gets 4 more. Cotton Bowl MVP last year with 186 yards on the ground. And into, as we talked about, a very deep New England Patriots backfield. They're not as deep at the receiver position. That goes back to what you were saying about them being a team that probably is going to try to do a lot of running of the football this year. On second down, Jones got an open man, got himself a first down inside the 35. That one is complete to Isaiah Zuber.
It's hard to not be impressed by what Mac Jones is doing tonight. Very soft coverage from Lavert Hill. He's basically giving him that out route. You never know what he's been taught to do, but that's pretty easy in pro football to complete that out route like that. You're going to play that far off.
And once again, big lane to run for J.J. Taylor, who accelerates right on into the red zone, down to the 17. 18 yards on the carry.
All right, so I'll say it, Scott. I was at the joint practices, and the Eagles looked really good in the joint practices. I thought they got the better of the Patriots.
And I think in a lot of ways, that is job done for this week. We've got this game that's sitting here too, though. Try to cap off the remainder of the week. As Jones fires, but it's incomplete to Devin Ross.
And that was a drop. See Josh Sweat, Fletcher Cox.
None of those guys is even in uniform here tonight. keeping it on the ground, and why not? As Taylor dives ahead for a couple more down to the 12.
It's kind of unbelievable, isn't it, that J.J. Taylor plays the same position as Ramondre Stevenson?
By 5'6", 185 doesn't compare to you physically?
Yeah, I mean, but think about that. Like, they rotate him back and forth. You got a 5'6", 185-pound dude, maybe, and then the next play you bring in a 6-foot, 250-pound hammer. You know, it's like, it's different styles. It makes it hard for the tacklers because they're very different players.
Third down, they got to get it to the 6, and they do. And then some. Down inside the 5-yard line, Olszewski gives the Patriots a 1st and goal at the Eagles' 2-yard line. Elijah Riley finally brought him down after 11 yards.
Olszewski's a returner who's still finding his way as a receiver a little bit, which, by the way, was the exact same career path as Wes Welker. I remember when Wes Welker was just a punt returner for the Dolphins. Julian Edelman, he at one time was just a punt returner for the Patriots. So I'm not saying he's going to be those guys, but that was their path.
Thrown to the outside, incomplete. Devin Asiasi tried to bring it in just across the goal line, and Riley was there in coverage.
Elijah Riley, of the guys that have played in the second half of these games, Riley's a guy that has stepped up and made some plays, whether it's tackles or plays on the football.
Once again, double digits on the number of plays in a drive. This is the 10th play of this drive. Through the middle, and into the end zone for the touchdown. Stevenson gets in again, and the Patriot lead grows late here in the third.
They're going to kick the extra point because they got to try to get Nordine some confidence somehow. Nick Folk not kicking, and Nordine just needs to try to get back on track.
Came through that one. If you're a golfer who's used to blocking the ball to the right, you know what it's like to make that correction. Big lead for New England late here in the third.
We're all here for football.
Welcome to the party, my friends.
Why stop now? We're talking about those epic matchups.
Unbelievable!
The best matchup in week 1 and instant classics.
He caught it with 1 second left.
This is going to live forever. We're here for the Thursday night throwdowns.
Touchdown, Chargers win it. It doesn't get much better.
Sunday morning breakdowns.
He's going to add to his legacy.
And all the inside lowdown.
I got to just play hard, game in and game out.
Oh, have some of that!
They are the most interesting team in the AFC.
It's your team.
With the first pick.
It's going to be fun to watch these young, talented quarterbacks.
There is no ceiling for this young man.
Our team.
This is such an exciting time for a fan. What we got was pretty good.
I'm loving this.
Every team.
He's different than anybody we've ever seen before.
If it happens in this league, we're all here for it.
It's on.
Oh, are you kidding me? Caught in the end zone. Incredible.
NFL Network. We're here for football.
Oh, wait. It's going to be a good one.
Broad and Pattison, a team-inspired wine collection created and blended by Wing. Available now to purchase at Acme or your local retailer. 2:12 to go here in the third. John Hightower back to return a kickoff, and there have been plenty of them for the New England Patriots tonight.
We got a John Hightower sighting. Last year's 5th-round pick out of Boise State. Another guy that can absolutely fly. Howie Roseman took 3 speedster receivers last year, Rager, Hightower, and Quez Watkins. He had a great training camp last year, struggled during the regular season. He's been banged up. I'm excited to see him get some opportunities here in the second half.
Not going to get a chance to return a kickoff. Wow. A little frustration there for Quinn Nordine. He banged that one right through the back of the end zone. All right, so here's your picture today. Landon Dickerson, his pregame gear as he comes here to Lincoln Financial Field. I tell you what, know thyself. If that's your look and you can carry that off, good for you.
You can carry it off. He did carry it off. That's what a man looks like right there, 335 pounds. I wish he was able to play in the preseason. I loved watching his tape from last year. That guy destroys people.
All SEC and All American. That was nearly an interception. We took a look at what the outfit looked like, what the game looked like, Russ.
He did this a lot at center. First of all, he's one of the biggest centers out there. Watch him get the push, stand up. I'm going to stand you up right here. And then, boom, you're going down. Let me try to get some more, too, by the way. For how big he is, he actually moves really well laterally, able to steal that gap right there.
And another sack. Quickly through. Cash Bolawia. That's the 4th sack for the Patriots tonight.
All right, let's look at them right here. We'll try to see what the protection is. All right, they're sliding left, so somebody's wrong, okay? Nate Herbig's in at right guard. He was sliding left. So either Pryor was supposed to sift or the back to that side was supposed to have. It's a mental error.
They were coming again. Stoll makes the catch. Good hard running after the catch out to the 24. But Mullins had to get rid of that ball because he had a freight train coming at him again.
Yeah, he really did. I think they ran a stunt to that side. Mullins did well.
Jeff Stoutland, 9th season with the Eagles.
An outstanding offensive line coach. Outstanding. I really believe in 2019 they had the best offensive line in the NFL. They might have in 2017 as well. And if all 5 guys stay healthy this year, there's no question they're a top 5 offensive line in the NFL.
A long punt. And a return out to the 30-yard line for J.J. Taylor. 57 yards on the punt. You were talking about your blue suit for tonight, Ross. Can you carry off the blue overalls?
Can you imagine if I tried to wear that on the show?
Touchdowns, catches, rushing yards. Strength is in the stats, so pick wisely, my friend, for your team and in the garage. 3 times stronger than the leading full synthetic. Castrol Edge in, garage swagger on.
People like options. I mean, you take Geico, call them anytime you feel like saving money. It don't matter, day or night. Use your computer, your smartphone, your tablet, you have options. How convenient.
Geico, 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
In a relentless world, connected, but alone, trapped by illusion. But there is another path, where the battle to belong begins.
Why choose proven quality sleep from Sleep Number? Because a quality night's sleep is scientifically proven to help boost performance. Introducing the new Sleep Number 360 Smart Bed, the only bed that effortlessly adjusts to both of you. Proven quality sleep is life-changing sleep.
People say changing healthcare will take a moonshot. One company says, challenge accepted. Cigna, with new resources for physical and emotional well-being, advancing mental health with Talkspace, and making insulin more affordable for more people. Cigna is once again leading the way. So the future of healthcare may be a moonshot, but it isn't a long shot.
Thanks for all the great photos for our social spotlight presented by Pepsi. Phoebe's ready for the game. I detect a theme. Yep.
Spud's getting on the action.
Big Jason Kelsey guy. And that's a good look.
The mummer hat there?
Yeah. The tip of the mummer hat. Wow. Flag comes flying in for about 30 yards downfield on that play as Taylor is brought down after an 8-yard pickup.
Holding. Offense, number 75. It's a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Replay, first down.
There's Justin Haran, who gets hit for it the second time tonight.
No, but for real.
Get into a fourth quarter of a game which is coming up momentarily that's like this after a long week of work. This is going to test, in a lot of ways, your mental toughness being out on the field.
Absolutely. But these guys that are out there now, they don't have a choice. They're trying to make a paycheck. Either active roster or practice squad.
Not a bad place to go after the game if you can. As we go to the fourth.
In a relentless world, connected but alone, trapped by illusion. But there is another path, where the battle to belong begins.
Geico's 85 years isn't just about time, you know. It means experience. If I told you I'd been jarring raspberry preserves for 85 years, you'd be like, that has got to be some scrumptious jam.
Geico. Touchdowns, catches, rushing yards. Strength is in the stats, so pick wisely, my friend. For your team and in the garage. 3 times stronger than the leading full synthetic. Castrol Edge in, garage swagger on.
Subway has so much new, I couldn't fit it all in the last ad.
Yep, so let me finish this. There's new hickory smoked bacon, fresh mozzarella, smashed avocado. You know what? There's a lot, but it all makes a better footlong.
Can I get a word in?
Sure, take the tagline.
Because you got to refresh to be fresh.
It's the Eat Fresh Refresh at Subway, and they're refreshing everything from how they make it to how they bake it to how they bring it to you.
This new turkey Cali Fresh is incredible. You even eat bread? Steph, it's a commercial.
People say changing healthcare will take a moonshot. One company says, challenge accepted. Cigna, with new resources for physical and emotional well-being, advancing mental health with Talkspace, and making insulin more affordable for more people. Cigna is once again leading the way. So the future of healthcare may be a moonshot, but it isn't a long shot.
Network. Whatever path you take to greatness, greatness starts with G, the proven sports fuel of the Philadelphia Eagles. A fun night here, Lincoln Financial Field, for the fans who are getting an opportunity to see the home team for the last time until the regular season begins. Ryan Hoyer in the game now for the Patriots, and continue a steady diet and run on the football. J.J. Taylor brought down by Sean Bradley. Hoyer in his third stint with the Patriots.
All right, let's do some Sean Bradley here. He's going to scrape over the top and make a play. He's the guy who's going to do it. Milton Williams back in the game. Watch. Bradley scrapes over, makes the play. I'll tell you what, Milton Williams kind of made that play. I'm glad Milton Williams, number 93, is back in the game. Watch him at the bottom of the screen. 3rd round pick from Louisiana Tech. I think he's a guy. I think he's a dude.
Go in the hole, but Taylor bounces off and gets positive yardage. Out to the 30 and pick up a 3.
Great read by Elijah Riley, 39, down in the box. He hit it. He fit in right where he's supposed to be, right there. Boom, came with the pass. Got to make that play. J.J. Taylor is a spinning son of a gun.
You know what? I guess when you're 5'6", 185, you've got to be a little bit of a spinning son of a gun.
He is a spinning, motorboating son of a gun, you J.J. Taylor.
It's a good throw for Boyer, and that's 1st down yardage up to midfield with a catch by Christian Wilkerson.
Top of the screen, he's just going to run an in cut against Kevon Seymour. Eagles are playing zone. They play a lot of zone. And the Patriots have done an outstanding job all night running those in cuts, those digs against the zone. The Eagles had the number 2 D-line in there for those first couple snaps. Now the number 3 guys are back in.
That was good for 20. And now into Eagles territory is Stevenson with a flag on the play.
Holding. Offense, number 66. The 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Replay, 1st down.
Scott, do you know what I mean when I say a guy is a guy or a dude?
I'm starting to get it, yeah.
What does it mean?
It means that he's a guy or a dude.
It means they're really good.
Okay.
Did you seriously not know that?
No, I knew that.
Oh, okay.
I was going for the laugh. Well, I was going for the laugh.
Oh, okay. You're trying to play along. All right. I read you. I hear you.
Princeton guys have never respected Penn guys, not a once.
I thought there was a chance that you didn't know. I don't know. Does everybody listening or watching know that when I say a player is a guy or a dude?
I think they got the thrust of it.
Okay. I want to make sure.
That guy or a dude got 3 yards, and we're going to go down to another guy, a dude, Dave Spadaro.
I am here with Lane Johnson, who has the best hairstyle on the team, and he's the best right tackle in the NFL. Tough year for you last year, Lane. How great does it feel to be back, and what was it like for you to go through all that to get to this point?
Yeah, I started feeling really good when I started practicing again and didn't have to really think about my ankle or the injury at all. But, yeah, man, last year was a tough setback for me. But going through this past week, we had a practice with the Patriots all week, so pretty much 3 games in 4 days. Feeling good. We did some good things on the offensive side of the ball. Unfortunately, we weren't able to go out there and play tonight, but looking forward to next week against the Jets and keep progressing until we hit Atlanta.
Your feeling on the offensive line, Brandon Brooks healthy, you're healthy. That's exciting for everybody.
Yeah, in practice we did some good things. Hopefully to come out here tonight and get some things done. But yeah, man, consistency, continuity, we stay healthy. I think we'll be a great offensive line this year.
And Lane, your feelings early here on what you believe the offense can be.
Hopefully a well-balanced offense. When we have to throw the ball, we can. And when we need to run the ball, we can. So really kind of dictate what we want to do. If you can have an offense that can do that, then you'll be a really good one.
Lane, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Scott, Ross, back to you.
It is good to have him back again. And that's a big part of the reason why you were seeing 14 different starting combinations last year. Well, take Andre Dillard out. Lane Johnson misses 9. Brandon Brooks misses the entire season. And right then and there, I don't know that many teams in the NFL that have the depth to be able to deal with something like that.
No, but all those guys missing so much time gave the Eagles offensive line a lot of depth for this year.
That is just cutting back and going away from the thrust of the play, and J.J. Taylor improvises his way down into the red zone to the 16. About a 23-yard pickup.
I think J.J. Taylor might be mad that when I referenced the 4 good running backs for the Patriots, I left him out. I mentioned Damian Harris, Sony Michel, James White, and Ramondre Stevenson. My bad, JJ. You have shown me that the Patriots have 5 running backs that they can play and win with.
Is he a guy?
I think he's a dude.
Firing down inside, Hoyer. It's close to another first down. Sitting down once again was Wilkerson, who's had a couple of catches here in the second half.
What a luxury, by the way, to have Brian Hoyer as your third string quarterback. 13 years out of Michigan State. Hoyer's 35 years old.
Like I said, third trip with the Patriots. He's only played 10 total games in the last 3 years. But he's got a ring. He's there for Super Bowl 53. He's got a first and goal now at the 6.
Slip 54 means it's a run, and they're going up to block Bradley.
Positive yardage. Couple down to the 4.
All right, take a look at the center. I heard him say slip 54. He's going to just double up to Raekwon Williams and then get up to Sean Bradley. Hits him and goes up to Bradley. A lot of times, if you're listening, you can hear a call from a guy like James Ferentz, the former Iowa Hawkeye, son of the coach. I like when we can hear their calls. Slip means I'm going front side.
Toss to the outside, and Stevenson this time gets snowed under outside the 5-yard line. Braylon Arnold got there to help lead the charge. Brings up third and goal.
Looking for small victories at this point, Scott. And if they can stop them here, hold them to a field goal, that is a small victory. But we'll take it at this point.
Others got 3 receivers.
They're sliding. They're reading right. They're reading Mike to Sam to the right side.
Hoyer scrambling, throws it away.
Good job. Good job by the Eagles there. Nice catch by the guy in the stands. Did you see that?
I looked away. I've got to admit, a good coverage, no doubt. And Hoyer had nowhere to go with the ball.
Really good coverage. Kevon Seymour back there. Sean Bradley had good coverage. And then the Eagle fan in the second row got the pick. It was good all the way around.
This is going to be a 24-yard attempt for Nordine. And he bangs it through. 9:03 left to go. You said small victories, right? Sometimes small victories come from very big plays from folks in the stands.
In a relentless world, connected but alone, trapped by illusion. But there is another path where the battle to belong begins.
We finally found the perfect house.
Yeah, we couldn't believe the deal we got.
We're a little closer to the airport than we thought. At least Geico makes bundling our home and car insurance easy.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
People say changing healthcare will take a moonshot, but by capping insulin costs to make it more affordable for 700,000 people, Cigna is again leading the way. So the future of healthcare may be a moonshot, but it isn't a long shot.
Someone you can rely, who's always on your side. That's why there's Nationwide. That's why there's Nationwide. Nationwide is on your side.
The NFL is back, and it's about to get even wilder. Introducing DraftKings Wildcards, the new instant win challenge. Claim your first wildcard free and play for your share of over $50 million in prizes. You can even win tickets to Super Bowl 56. Earn valuable cards revealing either weekly player challenges or instant win prizes. 1 in 4 will win instantly. Download the DraftKings app, claim your first wildcard free before week 1, and make it rain with an official partner of the NFL.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by AAA. Become an Eagles MVP member today at AAA.com/Eagles. CHOP, Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. Breakthroughs every day. NovaCare Rehabilitation, the power of physical therapy. And by NRG, the official energy provider of the Philadelphia Eagles. there's little doubt that's the score that you would want to see for the home team with 9:03 left to go. Another opportunity for Nick Mullins to come out, though, and see if they can get the offense moving one more time. A lot of the guys who've seen action early, like Boston Scott, along the sideline right now. Miles Sanders, who in some ways it appears was a surprise starter in this game. Part of the running back group that they have ready to go on the active roster here right now. And there's no doubt that the lion's share of what you expect to see is for Sanders and Jordan Howard in short yardage situations. How does the rest of that flush out for the remainder of the preseason, but more importantly, for the beginning of the season? Let's go down to Dave Spadaro.
Yeah, I think that with 17 games, you've got to keep 4 running backs on the active roster, 2 on the practice squad. So to me, it looks like Sanders, it looks like Scott, Jordan Howard, who nearly retired in the offseason, was contemplating it. He looks terrific out there. And then Kenny Gainwell has been a really nice piece. So after that, Jason Huntley, Elijah Holyfield battling for spots. The release of Kerryon Johnson this week, the injury he suffered, really changed the dynamic and clarified the running back situation just a bit.
I think it's a good point in terms of the 17-game schedule and what that's going to do roster-wise in a lot of different ways. That one extra game doesn't sound like much on this end, but as you get through a full season and to the end of a 17-game season, it does.
Do you remember when you were younger and you would say, like in kindergarten or first grade, like, my dad can beat up your dad?
Yeah.
Can you imagine being Elijah Holyfield?
No.
How awesome that would have been? My dad's kind of Evander Holyfield.
My dad is Evander Holyfield.
That must have been a real good feeling.
I wonder how Mike Tyson's name plays in that house.
Well, and also must be annoying for Elijah Holyfield. Every game he's ever played, some announcer like me references his dad in some way or another. Now I feel bad. We can't just talk about him and his merits. Look, he's getting an opportunity here. I don't think they're going to put Gainwell back in because I think they look at Gainwell as a valuable piece for this season. So it might be some blitz pickup here by Holyfield.
Third down. That ball batted down at the line of scrimmage. That kind of night with not a whole lot happening to the Eagles offense all night long. And Nick Mullins, another frustrating possession, this time resulting in a 3-and-out.
His arms are, he's a put-together guy. Kind of looks like his dad, physique.
Oh, his dad was wow. I mean, when he was at his peak, I'm not sure that anybody looked better as a boxer physically than he did.
I just remember he could absorb so much punishment. The toughness of Evander Holyfield. And his son plays that way too. He's not overly fast, but he plays very tough brand of football.
I had a chance to talk to him a couple of years ago at the Super Bowl. He's a really classy guy. Flag on the play after the punt. A 54-yard punt and an 11-yard return. Waiting on the penalty. They're sure discussing it a lot, Ross.
During the kick, personal foul, face mask, kicking team number 41. This 15-yard penalty will be added to the end of the play. First down, timeout.
Andre Patton called for the penalty, and the Patriots once again have the football when we come back.
People say changing healthcare will take a moonshot. One company says, challenge accepted. Cigna, with new resources for physical and emotional well-being, advancing mental health with Talkspace, and making insulin more affordable for more people. Cigna is once again leading the way. So the future of healthcare may be a moonshot, but it isn't a long shot.
too big. And you could fearlessly face the unknown. You still can. When you have a rock you can depend on for life, you'll be unstoppable. Like the millions of people who rely on Prudential for financial planning and investing. Who's your rock?
When Subway opened, they changed the fast food game. But sometimes you got to refresh to be fresh. Welcome to the Eat Fresh Refresh, where there's so much new, some say it can't fit in one ad. I say, we're talking a new All-American Club, deli-style oven roasted turkey, and...
Oh, that's a new steak and cheese.
Oh, yeah, I knew that. That's the one with the new seasoning.
And that was the new MVP Parmesan vinaigrette.
Right, which makes the next level foot. Hold up, the Subway logo? Wait, I'm out of time.
What does it take to make it? In the race to succeed, does somebody always have to fail? We've got to start lifting each other up and give everybody a fair shot. Because when that happens, we've all made it.
Bell Game Pass. In the fourth quarter of preseason game number 2, a game that's been dominated tonight by the New England Patriots. And once again, their offense is on the field. So you played the game. You know what these games are like. What is the takeaway from tonight and from this week?
Well, the takeaway from this week was that things went very well Monday and Tuesday when it was 1s against 1s and 2s against 2s. The takeaway from tonight is that it's been ugly. And even when it was the Eagles 2s against the Patriots 2s, or the 3s versus 3s, like right now, it hasn't gone very well. So you can decide how much that matters to you. But ultimately, what really matters, and we all know this, for Nick Sirianni this year, is how his 1s do against the other team's 1s. And we really didn't get to see the Eagles' 1s tonight to see whether or not they could take a step forward from last week. I think, though, talking with him yesterday, he certainly felt like they took a step forward in the 2 joint practices, which he called basically simulated games.
That's how they play them now. And again, as a fumble, they're going to get themselves a turnover and get the football back. Seymour with the scoop of the football, and I believe it was Raekwon Williams who knocked it out.
I like it. I like it. Eagles needed that. Make a play on defense.
Yeah.
Good hustle by Raekwon Williams to chase that down. Somebody made a play. Eagles needed that.
In a relentless world, connected but alone, trapped by illusion. But there is another path where the battle to belong begins.
We're all here for football.
Welcome to the party, my friend.
Why stop now? We're talking about those epic matchups.
Unbelievable!
And the best matchup in week 1 and instant classics. He caught it with 1 second left. This is going to live forever. We're here for the Thursday night throwdowns. Touchdown, Chargers win it. It doesn't get much better. Sunday morning breakdowns. He's going to add to his legacy. And all the inside lowdown. I got to just play hard, game in and game out. Oh, have some of that!
They are the most interesting team in the AFC.
Your team.
With the first pick.
It's going to be fun to watch these young, talented quarterbacks. There is no ceiling for this young man. Our team.
This is such an exciting time for a fan. What we got was pretty good.
I'm loving this.
Every team. He's different than anybody we've ever seen before. If it happens in this league, we're all here for it.
It's on.
Oh, are you kidding me? Caught in the end zone. Incredible. NFL Network. We're here for football. Oh, wait.
It's going to be a good one.
The official Eagles Pro Shop is the place to go for all your Eagles apparel needs. Eagles Pro Shops are open year-round. Be sure to stop by any of our 3 brick-and-mortar stores located in Cherry Hill, Lancaster, and at Lincoln Financial Field.
Take a look at Raekwon Williams right here. Watch him the whole play, okay? We were saying the Eagles needed to make a play. These guys are all fighting for jobs. He gets in the backfield. Watch the hustle. Watch the effort. Boom! Right there, comes in and strips it. I love it. He was an undrafted free agent last year. Just watch him, chase him down. He's not giving up. He's still fighting. You better believe the coaches will notice that.
And so the Eagles take over at the 21-yard line. Another try for Nick Mullins. Scrambling out of harm's way and dumping it off to Stoll across the 30. That's going to be good for a first down to the 32, an 11-yard pickup.
Stoll's got a bunch of catches now. He was one of the most highly paid undrafted free agents for the Eagles out of Nebraska.
657 yards and 6 touchdowns in his Nebraska career.
Sit down. Sit down.
4 catches here tonight.
Sit down.
I am sitting down.
They couldn't have been talking to us. Trying to get it in there to Stoll once again. And second down coming up with 6:07 to go. You talked about ones against ones. So here's a question. Will we get to see ones against one before the preseason is over? Because you never know how teams, like you pointed out earlier, with the 3-game schedule are handling things. So what are the Jets going to do next week? And what are the Eagles going to be doing next week?
I have no idea. Good run by Holyfield. Finish it. Yeah! Yes! That's how you play the sport. I mean, he's trying to get a job, whether it's active roster or practice squad for $9,200 a week. Watch him finish the run. This is what he did at Georgia. I'm not going out of bounds. Boom, get some. Shoulder right up in the chin. I like that. Got close to knocking him over, making the angry run segment. Love it.
Well, the first down gets him out to the 45. Now bouncing it outside with a quarterback leading the way. There you go. Mullins had to turn into a blocker, and he helped key a 20-yard run.
Big-time cutback by Holyfield all the way against the grain. Watch him. He's going to go here and go, whoop, I'm going all the way back. Nope, going all the way back. Good job by Stoll on the backside. Get in there, Mullins. Hit him. Yeah. I like it.
Come on, Elijah, I got you.
These guys are showing some spunk. That Raekwon Williams forced fumble gave these guys some energy. Let's get some points on the board.
That's what they would love to be able to do before this final 5 minutes expires. And dumping it down, Holyfield touching on every play. This time gets hit and dumped at the end of the play by Maluia.
I am dying to say down goes Holyfield every time he gets sacked. I'm not going to do it, though.
You could.
I'm not going to.
All right.
I'm happy he's getting these reps, though. I'm happy he's getting a chance to show what he can do. He just got more depth now in the backfield.
11 yards a carry at this point. That's going to cut into the yards per carry. Lost a couple right there. As the Patriots defense stands up a bit now as we close to the 4-minute mark left to go.
You know, one of the things I love about the preseason, Scott, is the stories of some of these guys. Harry Kreider, undrafted rookie from Indiana, type 1 diabetes. He's a type 1 diabetic.
Diagnosed back when he was 10 years old.
Can't even imagine how hard that's been for him to be able to keep his weight like that, start a bunch of games in Indiana, get a shot in the NFL. Kudos to that young man.
Mullins throwing. Thought he had it out there for Stoll. It was contact, but no call. Lee Gant was there in coverage, and it falls incomplete. And the Eagles are going to go for it on 4th down.
And not only is he a type 1 diabetic, but he's got his master's in criminal justice and public safety. So if football doesn't work out, there's a pretty good chance in some way, shape, or form he'll be serving us.
Blitz is coming. Little late getting there, but Mullins can't get rid of the football, and that's going to end the drive. Nick Thurman came in to get another sack. And guess what? They're going to get another shot. There's going to be a downfield defensive holding call coming.
They come with the blitz again. The stunt gets them. The stunt with Kreider and Pierschbaker is what got him.
There were 2 fouls by the defense on the play. Holding, number 35. His penalties decline. Holding, number 38. This penalty will be enforced 5 yards from the previous spot and an automatic first down.
2 defensive holding calls on the same play. And D. Virgin is the one who gets called for it. So first down at the 31-yard line now. And another try with 3:28 to go. Mullins firing, and that ball's picked off. Another tip ball interception. Adrian Colbert is out with the return across the 30-yard line. 3rd turnover of the night for the Eagles.
Mullins actually had a decent amount of time here. Stepped into the throw. It goes off Stoll's hands. Not a great throw by Mullins, but Stoll will tell you if it hits both of his hands like that, he should probably be able to catch it. I mean, it went through both of his hands. He's got to make that play for his quarterback. Osborne almost able to get the ricochet. And now is probably a good time to remind everyone this is a preseason game, and it does not count in any way, shape, or form. You can see Zach Ertz is talking to Stoll, who's not happy that ball went off his fingertips.
Well, it does count for a guy like Stoll in that situation. I'm sure it could be something that he's going to be looking back on as this one comes to an end. But again, not an easy catch, but a catchable ball.
It's such a good point, Scott, that the score doesn't matter, but individual performances do. And I love seeing Zach Ertz over there. You know, even at walkthrough yesterday, after walkthrough was over, Zach Ertz was the last guy on the field catching pass after pass after pass. He is such a pro. He's been such a great Eagle. And I think people forget, after a down year, just how good he was for a solid 5-year stretch, even through 2019. A year ago, we were talking about how he wanted reportedly a new contract like Kittle and Kelsey. It's unbelievable how you have one injury-plagued year and all of a sudden people start to forget about you. I think Zach Ertz is going to have a really good season.
6,000 yards, 36 touchdowns. Of course, the clinching touchdown would set off the biggest football celebration that this town has ever seen. We reached the 2-minute warning. Patriots up big.
We loved our house, but
it was time to move.
so we used Rocket Mortgage to finance our next home.
With less cats.
When you need control over your home loan, Rocket can.
We did it again. Verizon has been named America's most reliable network by RootMetrics, and our customers rated us #1 for network quality in America, according to J.D. Power, proving there's only one best network.
2 minutes left to go in what has been a long and, in a lot of ways, frustrating night for the Eagles. Let's take a look at our play of the game, presented by Independence Blue Cross.
Well, not a lot to choose from for the Eagles, quite frankly, so let's show the hustle by a second-year undrafted guy, Raekwon Williams. No quit, no give up in Williams to chase that down and cause the fumble, and that allowed the Eagles to really have their best drive of the night.
Now, when you take a look back at the things that we saw tonight that were positive, there's no doubt that seeing a rookie top draft pick on the field starting to just show a little bit of what he can do is one of the big takeaways.
There's no question. I mean, Scott, when he hurt his knee a couple weeks ago, I didn't know if he played any preseason games. The fact that he was out there tonight and looking good is a great sign moving forward, because that means he'll be well healed in advance of week 1. This is what he did at Alabama. Consistently separates. He got a ton of space on that throw from Flacco. And the Eagles need that so badly. They need a guy like Devontae Smith that can get open consistently as a route runner. Rager's got a ton of physical ability. We know Watkins can fly, but they need a polished route runner that the quarterbacks can feed when they're really desperate to know somebody's going to be open. Devontae Smith did a nice job getting open tonight.
It's funny, you look at the three of them together, and we talked about this with Quez. The fact that they're young means that they kind of have to push each other, not just on the field in terms of their accomplishments, but in the film room, trying to get better as players. And he said that that's exactly what they're doing as a group right now. It's going to be interesting to see how that blossoms over the course of this season. Remember, next week, they will be back on the field again in joint practices up in Florham Park, New Jersey with the New York Jets. That's Tuesday and Wednesday. They'll have their regular walkthrough on Thursday, and we will reconvene with them next week. MetLife Stadium in the Meadowlands for the final preseason game. Patriots are taking a knee. After that is done with the Jets, you get the break, the extra break this year because of just 3 games. The season begins at Atlanta, home against the Niners, at Dallas, and then home against the Chiefs. Even though you're looking at 3 losing records on there, that is not an easy beginning to the season.
No, it's not, because the 49ers should be much better with their starting quarterback back and/or Trey Lance. The Cowboys should be much better with their starting quarterback back, Dak Prescott. And even the Falcons, I think, have too much ability to be 4-12 like they were last year with a quarterback like Philly native Matt Ryan.
So you got those first 4, and we'll talk next week about what the rest of the schedule looks like for Nick Sirianni in his first season. Long, long year, lots of football to play. But a little bit of a smile and a little bit of relief from Devontae Smith to get on the field. And these 2 men who did a lot of work together in advance of this week and through this week wrap up New England's visit to Philadelphia. So join us next Friday at 7:30 p.m. as the Eagles travel to New Jersey to face the Jets. Stay tuned to NBC 10 for the postgame show or go to PhiladelphiaEagles.com. For Dave Spadaro and Ross Tucker, I'm Scott Graham. Good night from Lincoln Financial Field. Play action again for Newton. Firing open man. And inside the 10 to the 5. And a touchdown. Jacoby Myers takes it down the left sideline. 28 yards on the catch and run.
All right, welcome into NFL Total Access. We are presented by Kit Kat tonight. I'm MJ Acosta-Ruiz with our Hall of Famer, Kurt Warner, and our 3-time Super Bowl champ, Willie McGinnis, joining me tonight. Listen, the Patriots making all kinds of plays tonight, guys. Why don't we fire up those highlights, huh? Get right into it. As we take you back to what went down in Philly, Patriots, Eagles. Jalen Hurts, you guys, late scratch and illness was the cause here. I know. We'll get into it, Willie, I promise. Let's go to the first quarter. Patriots leading 7-0. Cam Newton to Jacoby Myers, a gain of 18. Love it.
You like that? I like the big throws down the field.
I mean, check this. 2 plays later. Cam to Kendrick Bourne. That's a gain of 23 yards.
We wanted to see this.
He's feeling it.
We wanted to see it. We wanted to see Cam throw to these new weapons on the outside, how the arm looked. It was live.
Now, this is third drive for Cam. He goes to who? His boy, like you mentioned, Will.
I thought these were some ace. With ace, I choose.
Johnson on the back draw. Trey Hopkins with a great block.
Yeah.
The 10, 5, touchdown. As Joe Burrow's first NFL touchdown comes on a 23-yard run.
See, this is the problem. That's why he has to wipe off his visor, because he's getting bugs on his glass because he can accelerate so quickly.